Well, New Haven's Trowbridge Historic District was once home to dozens of black families in the 1800s, people who were working in industries across the city. Today, as we celebrate the final day of Black History Month, our colleague NBC Connecticut's Kyle Jones shares part of the story of that Trowbridge neighborhood, and she joins us live with more. Kyle.
Hey, Kevin. Yeah, so people who lived in this neighborhood more than 200 years ago, or nearly 200 years ago, a lot of them were disadvantaged in the city. A lot of them, not all of them, but they all lived here, right? And so the neighborhood was more than 50% black. And so a lot of the organizers here had an idea to give people a space where they could become more than just their circumstance.
This was a place that was going to be safe, fair, and respectable.
The Trowbridge Historic Neighborhood was established 195 years ago in the hill section of New Haven. The village back then was created by New Haven minister Simeon Jocelyn.
One of the important clauses of this community was that you could not sell based on race, and so there were no exclusions to who could buy here based on, being black.
This is Trowbridge Square Park, and just like the green in downtown New Haven, this is the center of this neighborhood, surrounded by 9 blocks of history.
These were people who worked, owned businesses, were leaders in their community organizations.
And along these streets were people who were active in abolitionist work. The neighborhood was diverse, but it was heavily black. Many were able to buy homes here in the 1830s. Some of those homes are still standing.
There's always been this idea that this was about collective work, community building, and community action with the best intentions: sober mind, good health.
There's fear, though, that the neighborhood could be lost to redevelopment around it.
Church Street South is going to be redeveloped. Potentially, hopefully, the Long Wharf area is going to be redeveloped. But that missing portion is the Trowbridge Square.
Historic District Commissioner David Valentino says the area is not a National Historic Landmark, so preserving the area is important to future generations.
Revitalization with the narrative that this was a place with hope and dreams, I think it'll have a big impact on the long term.
And so one important note about this neighborhood, in addition to no discrimination back in the 1800s about who can own and buy here, there was also a note that there was no alcohol. So people had to be of good character as well to live in this neighborhood. So it was designed to largely be an inclusive neighborhood, a large number of people here who were black, but a large inclusive neighborhood where everybody worked together and everybody worked for a better good. Live in New Haven, I'm Kyle Jones, NBC Connecticut News. Kevin, back to you.